What's happening, people? It's Turgeon Box, and today we're doing a Landmar Playa La Arena full review and walk around. Playa La Arena is situated around 35 to 40 minutes away from Los Cristianos and Playa Las Americas, so it's not too far away from the main strip, but it's a much quieter area. As you come through to the hotel, the reception's on the left, and there is a bar with a rooftop area to view the whole resort. On arrival, the check-in time is between 2 and 3 o'clock. We had to wait for our room to be ready for 3 o'clock. So you get given your bands as soon as you arrive, and you can start using the all-inclusive. That is no problem at all with the staff. If you do need to keep your luggage somewhere, you can keep it in the luggage room whilst you enjoy the facilities, and then you can return to pick them up when you go to your room. As you pass the reception and move on to the left, there is plenty of seating area to sit in the evenings. Sometimes they'll have a singer or a performer upstairs in that area to keep everyone occupied in the evening. In the day, you can sit here and enjoy the sun whilst drinking from the bar that is already in the area. As part of the all-inclusive, you do have a range of cocktails and drinks available to yourself. If you do like the branded alcoholic beverages, you can pay a surplus to receive those. Also, there are a number of cocktails which you will have to pay for. These cocktails can range from around €4 to €6 upwards. If you have all-inclusive, you do get 20% off. So it's a good rate to have and enjoy the extras. There are a number of different elevators in the hotel. These ones will take you up to the upper levels of the hotel and also down to the reception area and also where the show and restaurant is. As you can see from the way the hotel is decorated, a lot of it is based off the inside of a cruise ship, obviously with the greenery added as an extra. It is really nice in here, and it really does give a very calm and cooling vibe when you come inside from a really hot day. It is always nice and cool inside the hotel, and also plenty of space to sit down and unwind from a really busy day. As you come down to the steps, this is where the pool and all the areas are for the activities. But first, you can see just in front of me is the show area, so that's where all the evening activity is. There are normally a few agents and reps around this side of the hotel where you can go and get some advice and also get some information about things you might want to do while staying in Tenerife. There's also 2 pool tables. These are around €2 to use for a pool game. But if pool isn't really the game you'd like to play, there is loads of activities to get involved with the animation team, who will keep you occupied every day. And keeping you occupied as well will be the restaurant. The restaurant, if you have all-inclusive, it gives you full access to use. This is a all-you-can-eat buffet style restaurant. There is plenty to choose from inside here as well as being able to use the Marquinisa, which is the all-inclusive a la carte restaurant. We're going to dive deeper into the Lava restaurant now. As you can see, before entering in the actual restaurant itself, there are a number of wines to choose from. Some of these will have surplus, and obviously there are some that you can use as an all-inclusive member. First off, we're going to look at breakfast. Breakfast, you have a full area which will be dedicated to sweet treats and snacks. That includes fresh fruit and also donuts. As you can see, you have cheeses, you have hams, salamis, all your cold meats that you could possibly want, as well as all the cereals as well. If you like toast in the morning, there are also a number of spreads to choose from. There are also a number of different bread items to choose at your picking, as well as all the sweet items as mentioned earlier. There are plenty of fruit as well to pick from. Now, if you like your eggs in the morning, there's plenty to choose from here as well. As well as that, you can also have an omelette made for you fresh in the morning with what you want to have. There is also plenty for the all-inclusive breakfast. This also includes English bacon, which I very rarely see on holiday, and you might also get the appearance of fresh honeycomb too. There is also a number of different coffee machines, which include a variety of different types of styles of coffee. You can also get fresh water and also juices in the morning. You can get orange juice, apple juice and pineapple juice, which is all freshly squeezed. As you come in for dinner, the special is always on the front. This changes every day, as well as having all the puddings on the left. You can choose from different cheesecakes, mousses, and also other cakes as well, which they prepare every day. There is plenty of fresh fruit and ice cream. You will also get a selection of bread, cheeses, and dips to choose at your liking. There is also some crackers and tortilla chips, as well as having all the dips to go with tortilla chips and some cold fresh fish. Moving on to the main area now, there is also loads of pizzas to choose from, as well as being able to have fresh bolognese and pasta made for you on the site. There is also dips, and also they'll cut fresh pork or a selection of meats to have with your dinner. There is loads of potatoes and other items there. Every day they will cook slightly different things on the grill by here. Today was fajita night, and also there was a fresh river crab there to have. They also do mussels and other items. Here you normally get your rices and stews, as well as your meats covered in gravy. There is also a different soup every day. As we leave the restaurant now, just to make sure you are aware, when you're in the restaurant, you can sit outside as well, and the staff will come over and serve your drinks. You can't go up and select your own drinks in the restaurant, but you can in any other part of the hotel. Just on your left is Marcanesa, which is the a la carte restaurant. You can go here twice if you stay for 7 days as part of the all-inclusive. There is loads to choose from, plenty of different starters, including chicken wings, nachos, Caesar salad, as well as onion rings. Your mains, you can have barbecue pork ribs, marinated chicken tacos, falafel wraps and a beef cheeseburger. There are 2 items on the menu which you will have to pay a supplement for. There is the splash burger, which is a supplement of €10, and also the brownie, which is €3. Everything else, if you have all inclusive, is part of the restaurant. But it's a lovely area to sit down and enjoy food. As you can see, we went for chicken wings and we also went for nachos, and on the second occasion we had the onion ring stack as well as more chicken wings, as these were absolutely lovely. For the mains, I went for the barbecue pork ribs and Bonnie went for the chicken tacos. This also comes with chips. And for the second occasion, I went for the splash burger, which comes with bacon bits, as well as having a cheese sauce in the other pot to dip in and enjoy to your liking. For dessert, I went for the brownie on the first occasion, and on the second occasion went for the apple crumble. Both are lovely. Personally, I wouldn't choose the brownie unless you were a real brownie lover. Moving on to the pool areas now. The first pool is where all the action takes place. This is where the animation team will carry out their water activities in the morning, as well as playing a slightly louder music in this area. To the left is the outdoor spa. This has 3 beds of water coming through with jets, almost a bit like a jacuzzi, as well as some jet areas as well to sit and make sure you get as many knots out of your back as possible. These jets are really powerful. As you can see, there are also some seating areas which you can hire throughout your stay here in the Landmar. The outdoor spa is specifically for adults only, so children are not allowed to use this. At first we did think it was for the Platinum Club, but we did realise shortly after you do not need to have Platinum Club to use those facilities. The one really nice thing I liked about this hotel was there was no mad rush to go and reserve your beds. The area opens at 10 and closes at 8, but normally there is no mad rush at this time of year when we went in April to secure your beds. Now moving on to the snack bar, as you can see you can get refillable soft drinks as well as alcoholic drinks including lager and also a selection of wine. You can also get some frozen cocktails. Moving on to the snack bar, there are plenty of sauces to choose from including fresh salad and also pizza and paella. Normally there will be some burgers, chicken nuggets and also chips as well to choose from. Sometimes as well they'll have some different items to choose from that will cook fresh like tacos and also fajitas. There is also fresh fruit and fresh yogurt, and as well not only that, there is another area around here as well for your drinks as well as gaining ice cream as well. As you can see, a little bit more fresh fruit there, and on this occasion you could have fajitas, which comes with all the salad and it'll be freshly cut off the kebab area. Alongside the burgers they do hot dogs and soups. On another day they even had chicken burgers, which they will freshly make for you, as well as popcorn to have as a dessert. Now this is the second pool. This one is much quieter than the first pool. The animation team are obviously situated in between the two, but mainly will blast music at the other side. This one is much quieter and is also a lot easier to get a bed in the morning as well. There's lots around the pool, as well as being some around the back area of the resort, which is just before the Platinum Club area. Both pools also have walk-in steps if you do struggle to go in the higher, more ladder style steps. One thing to note is if you did not choose to use your own towels, you can also rent them from the hotel. These include a deposit of around €10 for your stay, and if you do not return them, you do not receive your deposit. For every 2 beds there is a parasol to use at your liking, as well as a table to place your drinks on in the day. Past this second pool now is the Platinum Club area. We didn't choose to go for it on this stay as we didn't really see the needs, as you felt like you got everything you wanted out of the normal style part of the all-inclusive. If you haven't chosen to stay in the Platinum room, it is 35 to 40 euros a day per person, so this can rack up over the time you stay here. If you do want to upgrade while you stay, it is 3 days minimum that you need to have it for. As mentioned earlier, both pools will be locked at the gate between 10 and 8, but obviously if you do want to reserve your bed, go and have breakfast first and pop down there after. If you do want to keep on top of your fitness while you're here, rather than just using the pool, you can use the gym. There are a couple of rowing machines and other machines as well to keep yourself active. As well as that, they also do areas in the morning where you can go and do yoga. This is normally on the rooftop bar, which is just shortly down here. The animation team will make sure they ask everyone in the hotel if you would like to join in the activities in the morning. Now moving on down here, you can see the area below is for the Platinum Club. This has got its own bar as well, so you can go up and have drinks served for you, as well as having a snack bar which is exclusive to the Platinum Club. There's a lovely view looking out onto the beach, and as you can see, plenty of beds to choose from. Whilst we stayed in April, this was actually one of the busier parts of the hotel, hence why we didn't choose to go and use those facilities. This area is the rooftop bar. You'll have a lovely view of Playa La Arena, as well as having another bar to use and get drinks, as well as someone will come and serve this in the evening. Throughout the day though, this is not in use. I also found this area is sometimes blocked off. Sometimes the staff will close the area throughout the day, but in the evening it'll be opened up to use again. As you can see, there is a really close area to go down to the beach, which I'll show you shortly. The way you get down here is by using the lifts provided here. The one thing I really liked about this hotel is the fact that a lot of the elevators are glass, so you can see out where you're going. And also when you're going down this one, you get a great view as well of Playa La Arena and also the Platinum Club zone. There is also a lovely little fountain area, which makes it really nice when you're coming down to go towards the beach. This is the quickest way now to get down to Playa La Arena's beach. There is another way which you can go out the front of the hotel, but it is much longer. But you also do pass some shops and a bus stop which is just on the corner by the hotel. To be able to leave the area, you need to pop your key in, and once the door is activated, you can go out and enjoy the beach area. If you do want to go to the beach, there is a little part of it when I go down there in my travel day vlog when I arrive in Tenerife. The beach is really hot, so be careful when you go down there. Make sure to wear shoes. This normally can be like wet shoes, or if you choose to use sliders, just be aware you might have the sand go through to your toes. In the really hot sun, the black sand can be really hot, so just be careful. You can also hire beds and beach lounges while you're there, so if you do choose to do that, it probably is wise, as putting a towel down on the sand is still really hot, so just be careful with that. But as you can see, if you don't want to use the elevator, you can also use the stairs to go up and down towards the beach as well. There is also another entrance to the Platinum Club just by here, which also connects on to some of the rooms. You may notice you also do get an extra hour by the pool or in the pool if you choose to go with Platinum Club. Although by the time we were getting up in the morning, I didn't really feel the need to be able to use that. So normally by the time we finished breakfast, it was 10 o'clock and it was ready to go and secure your beds at the normal area. You'll have to excuse the weather on this day. Also, it was much sunnier throughout our stay here. I wanted to choose the best day to go around and film, and I thought there's no chance I'm getting out of the sun. So I thought we're going to do this when it's really cloudy, which it sometimes does when you're in Tenerife. Just be aware, you might have a lot of cloud, but you also can catch in this weather. So make sure you still got sun cream on when you're out and about. Now, if you choose to upgrade and have a platinum room, the sun will face the inner part where you can look over the pool areas until around 4 or maybe 3 o'clock. It can differ, obviously, the time you're there in Tenerife. In April, we found that the sun was on the other side of the hotel, which is where we were situated. And the one big bonus to that really is the fact that you can sit on your balcony when everyone's left the pool as well, which is nice to do. Now, as we make our way up to the room, just by the pool, linking the two together, there is some toilets on the right. There is also the room areas here in the middle. Now, as you walk around, you'll notice there are a lot of different water refill areas, which I'll show you later. There is also a lovely area in here full of plants. This is where all the rooms are situated if you're on this side of the hotel. Now, making our way back to the room, you can see there are multiple flights of stairs. There is also quite a few different vending machines dotted around if you do want to grab a quick snack when everything's closed. The elevators will take you all the way from the lower levels of the pool to the upper levels where reception is. So if you do need to get around a little bit quicker, that is much easier to do and saves you a lot of walking up through the resort. Now, as you enter your room, you get given 2 keys to enter your room, as well as a key which is specifically for the electric as well. As you enter, it's a really nice cool room. The aircon is really good in here. As you can see, you've got your bathroom on the right with a lovely sink and 2 showers. There is also a toilet and a bidet. The room we chose had 2 single beds which were placed together. There was also 2 cupboards and also another cupboard for space, as well as having the safe in there as well, which you can hire. This is a set charge per day. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head how much this was, but I believe it was a couple of euros per day, but it's really easy to use. Now, as you can see, this is around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and you can see from the balcony the sun is on our side, so it really does get a lot of the sun throughout the day. There's also a drying rack which you can put your bathers and towels on, and also a canopy which you can extend if you rather not be in the sun. This is very easy to use. It's more of a twisting motion, and you definitely need 2 hands, not with just my 1 hand whilst I've got my other hand on the camera. But yeah, it also comes with a table and 2 chairs. In the main area you have got a TV, as well as having a sofa. The TV does have quite a few British channels on there. It is a little bit temperamental, as I found it was more dependent on how good the internet was at the time, but it had BBC, ITV, all the other channels as well. But as you can see, there's more space around inside your bed and a full length mirror to have a look while you're getting changed. Just moving back into the bathroom now, you can see with a bit of light on, the toilet is by here. This is changed every day with new fresh roll, as well as having 2 showers as well, which is really nice if you do want that extra space. The second shower also has a bath if you do want to have a bath after a long day, as well as the bidet. Now, when you come into the room, there is a selection of coffees, kettle, 2 refillable water bottles and 2 glasses, as well as 2 cups as well. There is also a fridge which does keep your water nice and cool, and any other snacks you might want to buy throughout your stay. Now, the water bottles you can take to the refill stations. Now, the refill stations, there are loads dotted around the hotel. This you can obviously refill and put back in your fridge. We also found, though, that we bought a couple of bigger water bottles so we can refill and keep in our fridge, just so we didn't have to go back and forth all the time. Especially if you're going to be brushing your teeth in the mornings, always make sure that you brush your teeth with the water here, just in case you drink any of the nasty water that you might get in Tenerife. Always advise never drink the tap water. On arrival, you'll get given a sheet with a map of the hotel so you can easily get around. The map obviously details where everything is, where we've just walked around just then. There's also a little area on there where they'll show you where your room is, as well as showing where the different facilities are as well. On the other side of the map is all the details of the hotel. This has all the timings if you do forget what time the restaurant is. Reception is open 24/7, as well as the Wi-Fi being really strong. The cleaning is done from 8:30 till 4. Although if you do place on the front of your room that you'd like your room cleaned, they will change everything. As all the elevators connect the rooms from this side of the hotel to the upper half, it is really easy to get around, and if you want to just get to the pool, it's just an elevator away. There is also a long ramp that leads all the way from the bottom where the Platinum Club is, all the way to the restaurant area as well. So if you do have any wheelchair access issues, you can go up that side of the hotel. If you are looking for a hotel which is a little bit further away from the main action and looking for a quiet and nice area to relax in, the Landmar will definitely be a good shout. If you do want to pick up some snacks or other items that you might need, like any other essentials like sun cream, the shop in the hotel by the reception will also do this for you. This is just before you go over to the right hand side, and also this is another seating area which you can also relax in the evening. Just before we come to a full conclusion of the hotel, going back to the show area, you can see they will have what the entertainment is in this area for every night. There is also another board behind me where it will show you what the whole week is. This night is the magic show, which is definitely something you should go and look at. The main show is normally on at 9 o'clock. Before that, you'll have the mini disco, and they also normally do a quiz in between the mini disco and the main show, just while the show is setting up. There is plenty of seats in here, although be aware it does get really hot in the evening. All in all, if you're looking for a really nice quiet place to stay with all your facilities you possibly need very close to you, with good access to the main strip if you do want to go there, Playa La Arena and the Landmar is perfect to go to, as it will have everything you could possibly want. If you have enjoyed this review, please make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more content from myself. Also, if you have been and you want to drop a comment, please let me know what you enjoyed the most. Otherwise, take it easy, guys.